Good morning and welcome to Talking Movies. I'm Spling. This week we're talking about a live-action Disney fairy tale, an offbeat Afrikaans rom-com, and a gritty mystery thriller. Starting off with a new release this week, Cinderella. After her father unexpectedly passes away, Ella finds herself at the mercy of her stepmother. It's directed by Kenneth Branagh and stars Lily James, Cate Blanchett, and Richard Madden. Cinderella feels like a lighter, less twisted Tim Burton film, except it's directed by Kenneth Branagh, who brings a sense of occasion and more balance to this live-action fairy tale, which seems like it was originally intended to be animated. Lily James is a picture-perfect Cinderella with a radiant and beautiful innocence. Richard Madden has heart and makes a charming prince, while Cate Blanchett is a subversive and suitably wicked stepmother with her two comical Tweedledee, Tweedledum-inspired ugly daughters. The visual effects immerse us in the fairy tale kingdom, which is colourful and sparkling in all its real fantasy world glory. The story cleverly transforms Ella into Cinderella and has a Princess Bride tone, blending heart and humour quite masterfully. Other than Ella's helplessly naive and subservient attitude, and a haven't we seen this all before feeling, it's a stylish, enjoyable, and even touching film. I gave it an excellent 8 on the Splingometer. Moving on to another film opening this week, Strikdas. A college student's life is turned upside down when she brings an eccentric bow-tie-wearing friend home to meet her parents. It's directed by Stefan Nieuwoudt and stars Kaz McFadden, Leandi Durant, and Gijs de Villiers. Strikdas is a lot of silly fun, with Kaz McFadden playing a similar character to Johnny Depp from Benny and June. The quirky offbeat comedy keeps it entertaining and surprising as predictable plot points play out in this odd couple romantic comedy. The film is earnest and lightly amusing with its brand of comedy. There are plenty of laughs around Grandpa and Fossie's family as the two distinctly different family cultures clash. Unfortunately, the camp tone and alienating lead character leave little room for a real connection, making it seem like a series of sketches. The chemistry between Durant and McFadden is opposites attract, which works in a buddy comedy way, but doesn't really seem to work when things evolve. It's lightly enjoyable and spirited, but is undermined by its disconnectedness. I gave it a flat 5 on the Splingometer. And finally, a new rental, Open Grave. A man wakes up in a pit of corpses with no memory and must determine if the murderer is one of the strangers who rescued him or he himself. It's directed by Gonzalo Lopez Gallego and stars Sharlto Copley, one of our own, Josie Ho, and Thomas Kretschmann. This is a grisly, suspenseful, and smart mystery thriller turned horror. From the get-go, we are constantly re-evaluating the anonymous characters as they themselves begin to remember, and more evidence comes to light. All the same, all the while, they're confronting a hostile and dangerous environment confined to a house in the middle of a forest, in the middle of nowhere. The atmosphere is tense, the performances are good, and Copley does a reasonable job with an American accent. It's gritty and has a low-budget feeling, but still holds your interest as the fog lifts. While a reasonable rental, it does feel like a feature-length pilot episode for a TV series more than a standalone film. I gave it a satisfactory 6 on the Splingometer. So just to wrap up, Cinderella, a beautifully translated Disney reimagining of a classic fairy tale, an excellent 8. Strikdas, a delightful, offbeat and off-balance Afrikaans romantic comedy, a flat 5, and then finally Open Grave, a smart, suspenseful and gritty mystery thriller, a satisfactory 6. For more movie reviews and interviews, visit spling.co.za, or if you need to settle a debate at the cinema or video store, visit spling.mobi. And remember, don't wing it, spling it.